Episode 9 is set to include 8 new characters in this story by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, I will say that a lot of people are very concerned on whether or not the 8 new characters in this film will take away a lot of the screen time away from the characters like Kylo Ren, Rey, Luke, Leia, Lando, you name it. However, I would definitely have to say that one of the new characters that I'm really interested in is, of course, Keri Russell's character, codenamed Mara, in this movie. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with the character of Mara and Kylo Ren, portrayed by both Keri Russell and Adam Driver. Specifically, a description of Keri Russell's character, codenamed Mara, appearing to have many bruises and scratches on her face, most likely after a battle of some kind. It said that Kylo is standing behind her with an ignited crossguard lightsaber, and appears to be angry at Mara. It said that Mara is holding something of value that belongs to Kylo that he is trying to retrieve. It's implied that it may be the MacGuffin of the plot. The next goes over Mara running away from Kylo and taking out her blaster rifle, firing at him while he deflects the blast back at her. The last goes over Kylo force-pushing Mara into a concrete wall, where she surprisingly takes out a hand grenade of some kind and throws it at Kylo, exploding in mid-air, causing Ren to fly backward onto the ground. So I want to go over a couple of parts about this. Now, this most likely does in fact take place within the third act of the movie, on the battlefield in front of the First Order headquarters, as we have been hearing about this for a very long time now. Now, what's really intriguing to me is that this character, Mara, is actually going up against Kylo Ren, portrayed by Adam Driver. Now, we do know that Keri Russell shot a lot of scenes with Adam Driver, Mark Hamill, Daisy Ridley, you name it. You know, she does have a lot of scenes in the film, and she's actually said to be the big new Star Wars character in this movie. She's not one of the minor characters. She's actually going to be quite prominent in this movie. So it's really making one wonder exactly who is she? Is she an ex-Knight of Ren or a rogue Knight of Ren? Or maybe she's more around the lines of a bounty hunter. Now, the first one that I do want to go over that I find very interesting is how it's described that she is holding something of value, that it's implied to be the MacGuffin in Episode 9. The MacGuffin, by the way, is a plot device that moves the story forward in the movie itself. So we also know that in Episode 9, the MacGuffin is going to change from start to finish of this movie. So it may very well be an object or something around those lines that people are trying to go after. So this object that she is holding that is said to be of great value that Kylo Ren is trying to retrieve, it really does make one wonder exactly what is it, right? We do know that Kylo Ren and Mara are going to have this, this conflicted relationship in Episode 9. Whatever it's going to be, we're not quite sure. Like I say, she could be a rogue Knight of Ren, for all we know, turned bounty hunter, or something around those lines. Now, the other one that I do want to go over is how Kylo Ren is eventually chasing after her, where she usually, is able to use the blaster rifle going up against Kylo Ren. So we do know that she usually uses this blaster rifle and these blaster pistols in this movie. Again, I think that's yet another hint that she's going to be more around the lines of a bounty hunter in this movie. And the thing that really does surprise me is that there is a moment where she uses a hand grenade of some kind, throws it in midair, and it explodes in midair, causing Kylo Ren to fly backward onto the ground on this battlefield. Now, what I like about this scenario is that you get this battle between both Kylo Ren and Mara in a different way. It's not really a lightsaber duel, perhaps, but it's an actual lightsaber where Kylo Ren is wielding it going up against Mara, where she's using blaster rifles and pistols and hand grenades against Kylo Ren. Like I say, we do know that J.J. Abrams really wants to add new dynamics to a Star Wars film that we have never seen before on the big screen. And this would definitely be on the top of that list, having one of the main characters being Keri Russell's character, going up against Kylo Ren using blaster rifles and pistols and grenades against an actual lightsaber that Kylo Ren is wielding in this scene in particular. So what I like about this is that not only does it make Kylo Ren seem like a more, I guess you could say, intimidating character, since she is trying to get away from him and using everything that she can in order to defend herself against Kylo Ren in this sequence. And we do know that episode 9 is going to have a lot of these action-heavy scenes that will involve Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, and even Keri Russell as, of course, Mara, Kylo Ren, and Rey. And that's what I'm mostly, looking forward to when it comes to the new characters in this story, is exactly how they're going to interact with the sequel trilogy characters, and exactly how they're going to move those characters forward into the plot of this movie. So, the other thing that I do want to go over is how there is a sequence in particular where he's actually deflecting the blast over at Mara. This most definitely is yet another reference to what we saw in the Rogue One: A Star Wars Story film, where Darth Vader is deflecting the blaster fire back at the rebel soldiers. So you can really see that J.J. Abrams is paying a lot of attention to the previous Star Wars movies. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.